media.
Abusiafo me mamu nyina akwa ba the back K Lover Media so I Lovers TV Africa ye live video yi misrel bomodi aso be join share link no na fi din komo comment section honorable Kennedy o hina Agyapong campaign tour no in fact one radio station Sankara Radio interview na nsamo honorable Kennedy o hina Agyapong boss no in fact ehu hia ebini atem didi bini tribal politics ni naadze what etie sema on abuboso K Lover Media Lovers TV Africa and subscribe and share. Let's watch
the capital of that bank.
Thank you very much.
That's good.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity
That's good.
to speak to you.
We are equally privileged to have you here. But you look younger than the one we see on telly. Looking at you, like I say, Honorable is looking very young.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Honorable, how has been your campaign through so far within the Eastern Corridor?
So far, I have to be honest, it's been very fair.
Okay.
The executives have given us the freedom to speak to the delegates, and so far, we've not had any challenge in the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Then I wouldn't want to waste much time. I want to know. Not just a flag bearer for the NPP, but the president of Ghana. If I may ask, what should the good people of Eastern Corridor expect from you, especially regarding Eastern Corridor?
Okay. Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you.
You know, the Eastern Corridor, and for that matter, all the 5 northern regions, God has endowed the 5 northern regions with wealth. But we probably have not managed the resources well. The first resource that we have is the land, the nature of the land we have here in the 5 northern regions. They are so flat that you can go large-scale farming, mechanized farming, and we can feed the whole Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, if we go into agric and agro-processing, you have no idea the lands in the 5 northern regions, including the northeastern corridor, what you can do. Now, on my way from Tamale to Yendi, I was looking around, and even looking around alone is so beautiful.
Wow.
The way the land is. So I'm always itching. What is wrong? Why can't we develop these lands? Because if Israel had this land, Jesus Christ, what they would have done with it? So we have a lot of opportunities here that we have to tap into. That is the usage of our land. And what I'm going to do, if I'm the president of Ghana, first thing is to move Ministry of Agriculture to Tamale.
Wow.
The northern region.
Wow.
You have big offices for the regional administration, which makes it easier to divide the administration into 2, regional administration into 2, and give one to regional administration, one to Ministry of Agriculture. Then the influx of people coming here, at least there'll be need for accommodation. Investors will begin to build. Masons, plumbers, arc welders, painters, tilers, all of them are going to get jobs. People will move from the south to the north. Anybody coming to do have a transaction with agriculture will have to come to the north. Okay? And again, we are going to produce a lot of vegetables that will go into European and UK market every blessed day. And if we can do that, we first have to do irrigation. 2, the Tamale airport, about 90% should be converted into cargo terminals so that we can get cargo planes conveying our vegetables or perishable goods to European and UK market every night. See, from here, from Tamale Airport to London Heathrow Airport, it's 5 hours.
Wow.
So when we get our fresh produce ready, at 11 p.m., the plane takes off from here. By 4 a.m., is in London. So by 6 a.m., our produce are on the market.
That's great.
Wow, we've not thought of that.
Wow. So this gives us the chance for exportation.
Yes. So instead of importing, we are also going to export. And we can do that when we bring Minister of Agric here, when we use our lands here for all kinds of produce. Let me show you.
Okay.
You see, this is corn oil made in Canada.
I think let me show it to my camera.
Yeah, corn oil
okay.
Made in Canada. And this is imported into this country.
Wow.
From Canada. And going around all the 5 northern regions, everywhere is maize.
Almost every household.
Yeah, maize. So what are we doing? We need to go large scale because this time, or these days, machines to process this are very fast.
Okay.
So we need large scale farming, huge production, so that the factory will come here and they also make their money back.
All right, Honorable, talking about the factory, there has been this policy that I've seen and heard you so much. That's the Asian Miracle model.
Yes.
Can you please explain that to us?
Okay, Asian Miracle, the model.
Yes.
You see, the owner of this hotel, I asked him, how old are you? And he said he's 31 years. So if a 31-year-old boy has been able to put up this hotel, it tells you that he's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur. So what we have to do is now we have identified him as an entrepreneur, a hotelier. He will go into hospitality. So we give him money to expand his hotels. But government will have shares in his business to protect our investment, the money, the capital that we're giving him. So when he pays back, then the business is for him.
He goes and the account also goes.
Right. The business becomes his. And the government will move to another person. Again, the Asian Miracle, what they did was that, let's say we give this gentleman 500,000 of $1 million to expand. If he doesn't use the $1 million, because the government has used the $1 million as equity and has shares in the business, we can take that money back and give it to a serious person. This is how they did for Sanyo, Hyundai, all those Asian countries that have developed. So this is the way we have to go to make sure we ensure that monies that are given to such entrepreneurs, we get it back. But how are you going to get it back? You see, in Ghana here, loans are so expensive. When you go for a loan, they are so expensive. I'll give you one example. Development bank that they established. You use the word development bank. When they took the loans and they were disbursing it, instead of giving it directly to the entrepreneurs, they rather gave it to commercial banks to loan it to the entrepreneurs at a cost of 18%.
Wow.
So if the commercial bank, say commercial bank, Fidelity, Agric Bank, if they add their interest and everything, it goes to about 25-26%. What have you done? You haven't done anything. Because our competitors, the Indians, Lebanese, Chinese, they are all bringing money into this country. Cheap loans, between 3 to 5%. How can we compete with them? So this is what we have to ensure, to make sure that we give soft loans to our entrepreneurs who have exhibited business or entrepreneurship, to support them. This is how the Asia Miracle works.
Wow.
And they ensure that whoever takes the money now, let's say he wants to buy air conditions for this hotel. They will ask him, where are you going to get the air conditions from? Say Malaysia. How long would it take for the machines to arrive? 5 months. Okay. The government will not give you the money directly. It will transfer straight to the company. And when the goods are coming, it will be in the name of the government and the entrepreneur, the business. So that if you default 1 or 2 times, they take it and give it to another person to ensure discipline. And that really helped them. Okay? So in short, that is the Asia model.
All right. Honorable, all this can be possible when there is peace. Looking at the last election within the party, some people are saying that because you did not support, or people are saying that you did not give the party enough support, that's why you couldn't win the election. Now, assuming you succeedingly win the primaries and be the flag bearer of the party, how do you unite the party to come and win as one?
You see, my brother, they've been so unfair to me. But this time, I'm just quiet. I'm behaving like an eagle. Eagle. You get a crow, or you can call it raven. They always at the back of the eagle. The eagle has 7 feet wing. Okay? That can hit the raven or the crow. But it doesn't do anything. It keeps on flying higher and higher. And at a higher altitude, the crow cannot breathe and he falls himself. That is what I'm doing. If not, I could have responded easily. You know me. And if I want to respond, I'll respond. Bunch of lies. I, Kennedy Agyapong, I went around with Napo as the vice presidential candidate. I also went around myself campaigning. And most of the places I went, I gave the candidates 100,000. They came to my office. I have the list. Napo himself came to my warehouse to inspect the things I was going to give to the parliamentary candidates, which I did. Sewing machines, street lights. Some Chinese guys brought me necklace, gold, and I gave it to them, and other things.
Wow.
And I went around campaigning. So I'm surprised. Now my reward, instead of saying thank you to me, oh, my reward is insults. But I've just kept quiet. I give it to God. You see, and let me tell you, there's a gentleman here going around. He said, what? I've forgotten his name. The dirty politics they are doing in the 5 northern regions and the tribal politics, I have to state it emphatically. Going around here, the youth now want development, so they are buying into my message. But the political leaders, MPs, former ministers, threatening them. Some leaders threatening them. They call them and tell them, if you don't vote for one candidate and you campaign for anybody, leave our land. So should I also go to Central Region and give an order like that? Let me tell you, they shouldn't deceive themselves, that they should stop the tribal politics, because the 5 northern regions, Central Region, Western North, we are more than the 5 northern regions
combined. That's right.
Okay? So they have to be very careful. You do tribal politics here and you come to the south. Again, I'm advising them that if MPP will win, you need Ashanti region, Eastern region, Central region. Okay? These 3 regions alone. And you have to break even 50-50 in Greater Accra and you win. So when you come to your place and play tribal politics and you expect the Southerners also to vote for you, I'm begging them, we need unity in the party. I can also go to the South and play tribal. What will happen to the party? You see, you asked the question. Last election, they did the same thing. And when I responded, I only responded to all the allegations
that were made against you.
Yeah, that were made against me, and they turned around and said that I was insulting the party. So this time, I've been quiet. I'm not responding to anything, and they are shooting themselves on the foot. Because this time, how can you go to election and say that we are going to provoke him to spoil his own campaign? So now, I'm not saying anything. And the whole party man going around Northern region saying that Kennedy Agyapong has been giving information to Yoko to arrest MPP people. How can I stoop so low? And do I know what you did at your various ministries for me to go and report? That's dirty campaign will not help us. Again, a guy is going around saying that if he votes for Kennedy Agyapong to win, NDC is going to use Ameswali. So he killed Ameswali. Wow. This is the campaign with all the factories, businesses we can create in the north here. You are not assuring your youth that are not working. With this land, we call ourselves poor in the 5 northern regions with this gift God has given us. So I'm begging them, let's do clean campaign. And in the end, we all come together. You know, the last time that I responded, they have confidence to go around and say that, oh, what Kennedy Agyapong said, that is why we lost. But I responded to everything they said. Okay? But now, I'm not saying anything. It's not good for the party. If you say that you are going to make sure you sit by the ballot box and make sure everybody votes for one person, I'm assuring you this time, if we get 0 from any constituency, we will not accept the results. I'm telling you, I am for peace, but I'm advising them that if they give 0, but you let them try and see. We are all men in this party. What you do in the north, I'll do it in the south. I want to state it emphatically because it's too much.
That is too much. I could get a kawunda. Honorable Yali to Asumapam, or cannot yell about Pukarabu to I got to 5 other regions where famine is major to Makatunda. Where they yellow with the random too. The Ministry of Agric, or young Paul from Accra, South, Kagat of the northern region, where career of Pukama farmers. I believe you are the young staff and also export. Nti aleto para katanya para yuare kamanto si don question na bi atende ga ba da ba no samia na ai na awad ba no bun to ko la bun da masa chanan fu pai atun ba ni dar kan no dere karal yabge go yet last or zang bun guma guma kawana pambala nti aka da gongo yil kammala kona yil kammala gade ka ko kona no tongoma très bien importer le trangana to no ka exporter no so no ikana upa goma ntepa no de ko zana onin zang panya ne ka sunya ka pupalam kar nyinda bazan ka no de region karal yabge ulan kana ti ne politics of tribal ta no de politics ka zang de yara ne northness against southness ne kane ne it should be where ka bridge the gap between north and south. Never true. Oku foka bagargar ba na unit ma ko bora. No ye na to bono to la yel prai ba karasam. Na ma only pande al kaul shebe mbo no al kaul she nyela. Ballot shele yite bien ka ngarre chela de pour ka vote. Shebe vote ka bakal les ampo. Ne ro mo ko sala dargama. Ne zo no kam za bor MPP ko ni chenne ka bor sudu. Ban pamba maka adalci kadinin be Fatima Tuli. Honorable, when you come to our African setup, we believe in things like symbols and numbers. You pick the number 1 slot on the ballot. What does it mean to you?
With all due respect, I didn't finish this. Okay. I want to finish it.
Okay, then let's go.
You see, my brother.
Yes.
This is yam chips.
Yam chips.
Yes, you produce a lot of yam.
Okay.
We don't even have storage facilities here. But I have a technology where we can store yam for 8 months.
Wow.
And it will not spoil.
Wow.
We can process this into chips. Most of the restaurants in Ghana here are importing potato chips, whilst we can use yam chips. Unfortunately, people who are listening to me have now started producing yam chips. This is made in Ghana. This is made in Ghana. This is potato chips. Potato chips. And I bought this potatoes. I bought this sweet potatoes from Zagadugu, northeast, from Guanawale to Nadu. We are producing potatoes all over the place, and we can't do this ourselves. Fortunately, this sweet potato fries is also made in Ghana now.
Wow.
They are listening to me. This shows that the North is not poor, but we are poor in leadership. People who give us direction, people who bring investors here to create jobs for the youth of this country. That is what I'm talking about. I'm not here to insult anybody, but to tell you the truth, that I'm very, very disappointed that with this arable land, we cannot make the people here rich, only to make them poor. I'm afraid we need to change our style. The only person who can develop this country is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, who I have the business acumen, and I'm a businessman. I know what to do. Look, this is soya beans mixed with chocolate, soya milk. Everywhere I go, they produce soya beans, and we are importing this.
Wow.
How? We are not encouraging our farmers. As I speak, I have a contract to supply a Chinese company 2.5 million tons of soya beans. But we can't subsistence farming. We are going to go large scale mechanized farming and stop importation of this, and also produce this here and export it. We cannot continuously import. Everything we eat, we import. How? When God has given us this land, give me opportunity and see the way I'm going to change the 5 northern regions. I'm thinking of another ministry to Upper West.
Wow.
Because they have airport as well. Look, this is sunflower. And everywhere in the north, we have sunflower. This is sunflower cooking oil.
Wow.
So if I tell you that we are going to do this ourselves, believe me, we can do it. And most of it, we can do it in the north because of the nature of the lands here. How do we call ourselves poor when God has endowed us with these arable lands? That is all I'm talking about. This is tomato juice. Tomato juice.
Wow.
And we produce tomatoes in abundance in the 5 northern regions. And we don't have a single factory producing juice, tomatoes. And you and myself, tomatoes is good for us because of our prostate. If you eat a lot of tomatoes, it shrinks the prostate. So it's good for us. And we can process this, and this we are importing into this country. I'm begging you, we have to speak on issues. What can help the people of the 5 northern regions, and not to go and lie that I, Kennedy Agyapong, has now turned informant. You know, it won't help us. My brother, you have tama. Tama.
Yes.
You have it here.
Plenty.
This is coconut and pineapple. We have pineapple in abundance, coconut in abundance. But look here, we are importing.
Yeah.
We are importing this. We can use, you can mix tama and coconut. You have tama coconut juice. You can mix tama with pineapple, tama pineapple juice, just as this. You can mix tama with carrots, just as this. We can mix tama with orange. What are we doing? And 365 days, you have Tama here. Besides the shea butter factories that we are going to bring into this country. My son is here. Coming here, he identifies this shea butter and now he is exporting it to Botswana.
Wow.
But I asked him a question. Have you asked yourself, Botswana, why they are buying the shea butter and what they are doing with it? So whatever they are doing the shea butter with, we can do it here too. We need industries. So we are not poor. We can do a lot for ourselves. You see this? This is the same as this. But I just changed the design. Let me wear it for you to see. You've been wearing this for 100 years. You haven't changed your style to attract market. You see, this is the same material. He only makes blue and white, whatever. This, I use the plain. This.
Practical personally.
And we are selling this in America, $300.
Wow.
Meanwhile, 2 years that we sold this is 125 cedis. It's 125 cedis. And this, you make about 3,600.
Tidil amfani pam domin mamman mga anestilin mbu an da mishi muma domin dinan manya asin pam an yi tin ne da bin sha'amu ma wani buri to amma sa wul juna katinya ko zan nyule muma nyulin bala ma shaitan ko kwarin wala ka bumi no da ta kwarin yon yang su kuma dinan bala ma ko yatiya nita tuduna so ya bin simbo so ya bisa da malaba nyura dan nan bombo na rezo ya nika fara nan yete nitin kwarba shi ma na idea sin yare kamar to san factory na nace ka tana export la ban yara ma karayi niti ku zan tama zan pai pakpazo niti na ma drink ku ara niti ku zan tama zan pai da protein na drink ku ara Upo onye gwa shenuma. Anyo onye diga shenuma. Mbangbango the same thing dema odin na wa o modernize lebe. So to the muna to kwalla nguma ma ngonde ma onye bugile ma jaman wonyena kanu to kwa to kan to sang cement to kwai. Bola shema ay ko metu gana silis. Kala be katre nyera. Uzo we ko bobetu ma ona be yatmu ya. Nitishila la aruzo kale bugu selle. It is high time ka tipa for commercial purposes. Tipa kwara ka zam industries na intelligent gebe export. Na ama aben collective so en ka ti leadership ma that amal ngubun kana bi mu da dan fa nan bon ni tam kan ba ku yara me karanya la tribal politics ne na ideas min ne kula ka ti nan ka north ka ti farane kula north ka ti nan yi fakarne no yi kana no kana makatinya la wa ko no su fara ka kar fara se sanuna no mi yen no le o zat mamman ben yara tun kwarban shawo tan dan na wannan zan largate zan karlala ben yara baza honorable, I'm getting signals from my producers that our time is almost up. I did ask a question regarding the number one.
Well, I personally don't believe in anything that number one is but President Mahama was number 8. When Ghanaians decided to vote, the old ladies looked for number 8. So I'm encouraging my supporters to work hard and don't be swollen headed with one. But it's also a sign that, yes.
You are the choosing one.
Yeah.
But you did make a very important point, and that was regarding the delegates and transparency at the polling stations.
Yeah.
I want you to speak to the delegates directly because most at times there are issues of people being threatened that they will take their names off the album when they win power. They will take them off from the party and all sort of threats. What do you have to say to them to inspire them to hold on?
It's not only the polling station executives, it's to all the constituency executives, national, regional executives, and national executives. What I want to advise them is that, let's say you're a delegate,
Yes, sir.
and I take your name out, you get angry. It's not you alone. Your wife will not vote. Your children will not vote. Your friends will not vote. Your family members will not vote. So one person we may lose about 10 or 15 votes. So those who are threatening that, oh, we'll take your name from the album, and it means they don't want the party to come to power. Because if you offend anybody, it doesn't go alone. It goes with a group of people. And that will affect us. So I'm pleading with them. They should allow everybody to use his conscience, to listen to Ghanaians, the one the people want. Because we are not just going to vote for the flag bearer. And when you listen to Ghanaians, all they are saying is, bring Kennedy Agyapong and we'll vote for you. So why are you threatening if you want power? You are still threatening that your brother who cannot win at all costs should be here. It means you don't want power. And that will not help. So I'm pleading with them. And the delegates have to be bold. Again, if you are going to vote, who will know that you voted for number 1 or number 3 or number 5? Go and vote. This time, keep quiet just as the Ghanaians kept quiet. They took the decision to Japan, and you come out, they will threaten you, just keep quiet. And the DD go and vote. But I'm assuring them that this time we are going to protect everybody and give them. We are all men in the party. If they are men and threatening, why is it that NDC was coming to beat them, they ran away? Us in the north will threaten you in the south.
No,
I'm not going to go easy like that. Okay. I've had a lot of patience, and the way the threats are going on in the 5 northern regions, will resist them in the south. They should count me that I will resist. If you give me 0, you get 0 in central region. If not, there will be no election.
Oh, no, before we go, I want to know, especially my listeners, there was this time that we heard of this help. We had a problem with our mortuary, and we were told that
Problem with
the mortuary. We told that you intervened and helped us through our former MP. I don't know how true that, and that you also helped most of the MPs in Northern Region, and now most of them are now trading you. How do you feel about those issues?
Honorable Farouk, we're friends. I don't know if he still sees me as a friend. I never gave him money for mortuary. What I gave him was that I gave him 18 or 24 corn mill machines for his constituency. I came here to bid.
Did you help any of the MPs within
Oh, a lot. Yeah. Look, I came here, I went to Toronto. I left there 1 a.m. campaigning. And almost all the pickups I brought, the constituency got it. They got it. But I don't have a problem. Look, Neon. You see, I didn't come in. I just kept quiet. This guy, I gave the chief, who is dead, I gave him a brand new pickup. He used his pickup to go around all the constituencies, talking to them to vote for Aziz.
Wow.
Yes. He knows how much I spent on Mion for the first time for us to win. He says his brother is contesting, so he can't support him. I have nothing against him. He lost. Why didn't his brother help him to win the seat? We must speak the truth. They know that their brother in this 5 northern regions. He cannot. And he is still pushing the people. It's all out there. I leave everything to God. For the sake of unity, I don't want to go the way I used to respond to issues. Because after that, we all have to come together. But I'm pleading with them. That kind of threat, I'm not somebody that you can threaten. I'm being very nice, but if they threaten in the north, I'll threaten in the south. I swear to God.
If they threaten the north, you can understand. Thank you very much for the time that you have given us.
Abusiafo enti yankomo no eno no. Made komo he wo comment section wo. K Lover Media Lovers TV Africa. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and our ten kano. Yeda mas. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Kennedy Obama. Jack, what's your name, Kennedy, or Hina Yapombo boss? What a share, now may cancel a practical leader. Practical leader. Not about theory, read, no. Or call baby anwa, ukita, adi or pesa or ye the chow man for, and near ma ye importing, and near ma ye exporting. Near man say me ginger toffee. Ginger drink. Oh, and see, the man has more ideas. A bit me abuama like youth na nye jumae. Now so, sisi akaniaka. Akaniaka. Me sure say interview. What's in your massy? I think kokobonso wadi ama omanfo. Mu dinner temu yeni se mu pese mu sabotage. Wase mu sabotage no north or no so south. Oh, I bet you so a bear but nina no on responded to say nimse Kennedy etiano because after Bibiano Munana Mobesa Tenase some campaign for 2028. It's moody de Moha terms and our bron yedi at term near our non so Yamiadom Delegates or German area or Echian Kay on Zadiano, Oka Kennedy, Agyapong as some wrongfully and on you hui and you will come back as you were never abronye once you any mile or sorry I know the dear so fatum we science HS or abronye will be a banana Abusia K Lover Media Lovers TV Africa era masa moshe honorable Kennedy Agyapong as no person can be a kind of Michael Kuma and I kumi or the media by and I think so Michael at 2 hene and so the media by. All right, so we see it be going forward, you know, you better to us. Bye for now.